These are two of my favorite works in our upcoming May auction. They were painted a year apart by Alexis Preller and Erik Laubscher. This work is called San Sebastian 1. It's one of 3 versions Alexis painted in 1947, all of which went on exhibition that year. It's important to think a little bit about Preller's personal situation when faced with this painting. Preller went through a catastrophic breakup in 1946 with his then partner Christy Trutter. He attempted suicide, and only after a restorative trip to Paris with his friends Susan and Peter Marais was he able to get back to painting. Whilst in Paris late in 1946 and early 1947 with the Marais, he was able to visit the Louvre, and maybe even more importantly, he was able to visit the African collections at the famed Trocadero. A work like this clearly uses that influence. I love comparing this work to the mainly Renaissance versions of the Martyrdom of San Sebastian. Think of those wonderful Renaissance paintings with the elongated, semi-nude, slender bodies being pierced with arrows, and then think about this work, which is very much Africanized. The very simplified head on the strange sort of vertebra or neck stake has been pierced with these rusty nails, very much in the mode of West and Central African power figures. It's interesting to bear in mind that a handful of Preller's works went on show at the Tate in London in 1948 as part of a major exhibition staged by the South African Association of Arts. Who happened to be in London in 1948 to see that show? A young and ambitious Erik Laubscher. Laubscher, we understand, was hugely moved by Preller's work specifically at the Tate that year, and I think if you compare these two paintings, they have a very, very similar palette. The style, however, in this work couldn't be more different. Laubscher is getting his cues specifically here from Braque and Picasso. This is a gently cubist work, of that there is no doubt. But I think he is getting those influences second-hand by the many British and French artists working in London at the time. There are so many special painting moments in this work. I love the very dramatic black shadow in the jug. I also love this Picasso-esque scything purple line on the edge of this tureen. The apples are a real treat. They are brought to life with various grades of green, and they are highlighted by these crazy graffiti-like elements of purple and electric red.
These works feature on our upcoming live virtual auction taking place on Tuesday, 16th May at our Johannesburg offices at 89 Central Street, Houghton.